Welcome back to Apocalypse Radio, where we don't sugarcoat the truth. I'm your host, the Mad Outdoorsman, and today I'm calling it like it is. In today's episode, guys, we're going to be talking about the potential for terror attacks on U.S. soil. This isn't just another episode, this is a warning. America is under threat, and the wolves are already in the gates. The FBI and DHS are scrambling to issue their public safety alerts. But let's be real, they're playing catch-up. Vehicle ramming, IEDs, fake uniforms, sleeper cells. This isn't some dystopian fantasy. This is now. You think you're safe because you live in the suburbs? Because you get a Ring doorbell and a 9 to 5? Think again. The enemy is here, operating in plain sight. And if you're not ready, you're a sitting duck. So buckle up, folks. This episode is going to hit hard. Let's start with the facts. The FBI and DHS are warning about violent extremists using vehicles to mow down crowds, then finishing the job with guns, knives, or explosives. And just when you think that's bad enough, here's the kicker. An HVAC worker in Chicago stumbled across a stash of what's reportedly C4, rifles, fake police and firefighter uniforms, and a pile of fake IDs in a high-rise apartment. That's not just a random find. That's a staging ground for an attack. And don't think this is isolated. This is systematic. These aren't lone wolves. These are coordinated efforts. Open borders, unchecked migration, and a government too weak or too complicit to do a damn thing about it. They're hiding in our cities, stocking up, waiting for their signal. And when they strike, it won't be a single event. It'll be a coordinated wave to cripple us. So let me break it down for you. If you've got millions of illegals pouring over the border, unchecked and unvetted, you think they're all here to pick fruit and build houses? Sure, some are. But you better believe there's a darker agenda hiding among them. So if I were an enemy power, and I'm talking about foreign governments, terrorist organizations, you name it, I'd see this as the perfect opportunity. I'd send my operatives, my saboteurs, my recon teams right into the heart of the U.S. They'd blend in, stockpile weapons, and wait for the go order. And here's the terrifying part. They're already in position. Explosives in Chicago, that's just the tip of the iceberg. How many more of these stockpiles are out there? How many more fake uniforms, fake IDs, and weapons are sitting in your city right now? This isn't paranoia. This is a war that's already started. And most Americans are too distracted or too comfortable to see it. All right, so enough with the hand-wringing. Let's talk about what you can do right now to get ahead of this. Because when the hammer drops, the last thing you want to be caught is unprepared. First things first, lock down your home. All right, you're going to hear me say this on a lot of my videos. Your home is your castle. And castles don't have flimsy locks or cheap windows. Reinforce your doors. Look into shatterproof film that you can put on your windows. Get cameras, alarms, and motion sensors. Make your home a place no one wants to mess with. Another thing, stay strapped, guys. Carry that hardware everywhere you go. Get yourself a reliable pistol or a shotgun for home defense, or even a rifle. Train with this. All right, know it like the back of your hand. Because when seconds count, the cops are minutes away. All right, get out of the crowd. These attackers love soft targets. All right, crowds, festivals, busy streets. If you don't have to be there, don't. And if you do, keep your head on a swivel. Identify exits, scan for threats, and don't let your guard down. All right, situational awareness, guys. Another important thing to consider is build a go bag. All right, a proper go bag isn't just a backpack with a granola bar and a flashlight. Stock it with water, non-perishable food, first aid supplies, a multi-tool, extra ammo, and cash. All right, physical cash, because You got to think of this too. If the grid goes down, a lot of these stores have debit card machines, credit card machines, all right? Those machines won't be working, so you want to keep cash in your go bags. I keep a go bag in the back seat of my pickup truck. All right, it's stocked with all the essentials that I need to survive an event. All right, from shelter to extra clothing to ammo and other items. All right, that would be a necessity. Know your routes. All right, your GPS is great until it's not. Learn multiple ways out of your city, your neighborhood, your workplace, wherever you're at. All right, practice it. Right, because when the highways are jammed, you're going to need to think like a predator, not prey. Stay vigilant. Again, this goes hand in hand with the situational awareness. Keep your eyes open. Watch for that suspicious behavior. And if you see something, say something. The HVAC worker in Chicago, she did, and it might have saved lives. So don't let your silence be someone else's tragedy. All right, so let's move forward here. We're going to be talking about the elephant in the room, all right? And that's our so-called leaders, right? For years, they've left our borders wide open, ignoring the warnings, ignoring the risks, and now we're paying the price. Outgoing President Biden, Mayorkas, and every other spineless bureaucrat who let this happen, you better believe it that they got blood on their hands. They've let terrorists waltz right into our country while they play politics with our lives. All right? It's time to hold them accountable. Call your representatives. Demand action. And if they don't act, vote their asses out. This isn't about the left or the right. This is about survival. All right, guys, the world isn't getting safer. It's getting meaner, uglier, and deadlier. And if you're not ready to face that reality, you're not going to make it. This isn't about living in fear. It's about living smart. It's about being the one who sees the storm coming, and you build a shelter while everyone else is staring up at the clouds. So get your gear, get your plan, and get your mind right. Because when the time comes, and it will come, you won't have time to hesitate. Anyway, folks, if you enjoyed this content and you found it useful, I'd appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. Perhaps share the video out to people that you love. That'll help me grow my channel and spread my message to people that may be interested in hearing it. All right, this is the Mad Outdoorsman signing off. Stay sharp, stay strapped, and stay ready. Until next time on Apocalypse Radio.